What is up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy 4th of July, right? Today is a small call. So I figured we can have a Q&A and then we can go ahead and back test if that was something that we can do. But first the first topic I want to touch on is psychology and trade management. So with psychology, guys, it's important you guys understand, right? It's important you guys understand yourself. All right, who are you? Why did you become why did you get into trading? Right? What was it? Because there's going to be somewhere where there's going to be a fine line of the type of person that you are and why you came into this space. Right? For me, it was to multiply money. I actually wanted to get into investing. Like I wanted to get into it. I had some money in my savings and I was like, okay, I wanted to learn how to invest. For me, it really wasn't like, I need money like right now. Like I need it. Like for me, if that's you, we need to go ahead and focus on that, right? If you're someone like me where you know what, I just want to go ahead and learn a skill set so I can multiply my money. You're not really trading in a scarcity mindset, right? If you're someone who just like stumbled upon this and you're just like, yo, this is cool, I want to try this out. You're not really trading in a scarcity mindset. So right. So it you really have to understand yourself. One, why did you get into this space? What are you doing it for? Right? That way you can understand everything in a whole. Right? Not only that, guys, whether you're trading in a scarcity mindset or not, you have to understand everybody wants money. People are money hungry. The world revolves around money. You can't, blow your nose without spending $1 for some tissue. Nowadays, you go depending on the city, you can't even use the restroom without spending a couple dollars to use the restroom, right? Um, I mean, same with like gas stations now, like customers only, right? You can't even use the restroom without spending $1. Um, Everybody wants the money, right? But it's important, guys. It's important that we focus on the confirmations. For me, psychology wasn't really like a big thing because I just focused on what the rules were. Now I know that's hard. I understand that's hard, right? Because we want things to happen when we want them to happen, and we always feel in control, or at least we try to be as control as possible with any situation that we put ourselves in. And trading, it's not like that. We have to detach from a lot, detach from money, detach from the situation. We have no control over anything, right? The only thing we can control is finding opportunities the best that we can and taking these opportunities when it's time to. Other than that, we have no control whether the market hits your stop loss or hits your take profit, right? The best thing that we can do is properly educate and train ourselves. Happy 4th, Austin. Let's go, baby. We're good, baby. We good. We out here, man. We out here. It was a good week. Took no trades, right? Took no trades. So nothing really looked good. So again, back on topic. See, I gotta just stop doing that, bro, because I just be like losing focus. Does anybody know what I was talking about right now? I mean, who was listening? Who was listening? All right, definitely not. I'm gonna take off the comments and chats that way I don't get distracted. But no, it's very important you guys stick to confirmations. Because it's a list that we have to follow, guys, right? And in trading, one thing that I've seen with everybody that I've really helped is we want to be in control as much as possible. Um, and it's just not like that. With everything that we do, whether it's relationships, whether it's planning a night, planning an outfit, taking care of the bills, going to work, we're always in control with as much as possible, right? And we really have to detach and understand our emotions. It's very important that everybody gets into backtesting. Who is backtesting, guys? Be honest. Give me a 10 if you're backtesting, and give me a 0 if you're not. Be honest. And when I mean like backtesting, let's say like, okay, let's do it like this. Give me a backtest. Give me a backtest. Give me a 10 if you backtest once a month, at least. At least. Give me a 10 if you backtest at least once a month. at least. It's important that we back test as much as possible, right? I feel like there are a couple people on this call who may be like fairly new, but I feel like everybody on this call so far understands the strategy more or less, right? Whether it's smart money concepts or whether it's levels, right? Don't give me a 10 if you feel like you understand your trading strategy. And give me a 1 if you're like, I could be better. Because in all essence, guys, once you understand your strategy inside and out, the I could be better part comes with the back testing. Because once you understand, there's only so many rules. There's only so many rules in smart money. There's only so many rules in levels, and it's almost identical, right? So once you understand what needs to happen, we just have to let these things play out. We have to just detach. That's why back testing is very, very important, because the more that you do this, the more that you see that these great opportunities actually take time. Like A+ opportunities actually take time. The more your emotions can be detached because you're watching structure play out time and time and time and time again. That's all about the muscle memory, right? So for somebody who is maybe emotional when they trade, maybe they overthink, maybe they're scared before they enter trades, a lot of you guys just don't have the reps yet. You guys understand what you need to see, right? But there's no confidence in these opportunities because you haven't seen them happen over and over and over and over and over again. Does that make sense? Give me a 5 if that makes sense, guys. Like back testing is very, very important. That's why for me, like bro, I back test damn near like once a day for at least an hour, for at least, whether it's broken up into like 15-minute increments or whatever the case may be. But even when I'm on the phone, whatever the case, I'll just be right here just looking at charts, just back testing, right? Super important, guys. You have to see these things happen over and over. Give me a 5 if you journal, and give me a 0 if you don't. Like this, now everybody's scared, bro. It's okay. No judgment. It's okay. I bet. I bet the only one who's saying that they journal is Giselle, but I bet you the rest do not, right? And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to continue to develop. But that's what the journaling is, guys. It's remembering every opportunity that you ever taken. Right? I take pictures. Okay, same. It's having every opportunity locked in right here that you've ever taken, so you can have good data. Right? You can feel confident in the decisions that you make because you've been taking these screenshots of opportunities that have won and that have lost, and that gives you the best educated decision to take the opportunity or to not take the opportunity. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Same thing goes hand in hand with back testing, right? I'm gonna be honest. I really don't journal as much as I used to. What before, I'll be honest, I hated it. Hated it. I hated back test. I hated journaling. The fact that you had to write down everything. And then the more that I did it, the more that I actually like really, really loved it because I actually understood myself at a different level. Like I felt like I was like really like it was weird because I felt like I was just understanding myself at a different level. I can't even explain it deeper than that. I understood when I was getting eager. I understood when I was being aggressive. I understood when I was playing emotional, especially when I got clapped. I'm like, boy, I'm emotional as fuck right now. I want my money back. Like, I understood when I was looking to play aggressive. Like, I understood these things. Why? Because I was journaling very, 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 very often. Did you do it on paper? I was doing mine on paper, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was doing mine on paper. I could not really get the notion way of things. So I was just doing it on paper. Um, yeah. And then when it comes to back testing, when I back test, it's faster though. And then it's like live markets. I have trouble waiting for confirmations. I can see that. I can see that for sure. I can see that, right? But that should also give you confidence that the market is doing what you're doing, but you have to wait, right? That every stage it comes in stages. When you back test, you're seeing that you're correct. But when it's live, you have to stay patient. And as simple as that is, why can't we do that? What is making us want to play so aggressive? What is making us just want to like enter the markets right now? You have to narrow it down to that pinpoint and say, you know what? I cannot worry about this right now. I have to trade what I see and take the opportunities as they come. Does that make sense? Give me a one if that makes sense, guys. Now, for me, guys, back testing has been like the game changer for me because I'm seeing opportunities. I'm seeing the market. I'm seeing how it wants to manipulate me. The more I can identify with my brain, like I want to be so ready when it comes to taking these opportunities, guys, that it's just like, okay, it's time. It's time. I'm not worried about my emotion. I'm not worried about is this the one? Is this not the one? I've seen this play happen so often and throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, that when I do take that one trade a week, I feel ready, whether it's the loss or a win. Why? Because I'm waiting for a high opportunity trades, A plus setups only. I know where my entry is. I know where my stop loss is supposed to go, and I know where my take profit is supposed to go. That's all I need to know. After that, I mean, it's like, bro, I mean, Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands. I can't do this on my own. You feel me? Give me a 10 if you guys feel me, bro. Y'all just heard a little bit of vocals from the boy. Because it's important, guys. It's important you guys see these things. I take it very, very serious when I talk about backtesting because I used to play baseball. I used to play football. Baseball, it's very, very hard to hit a 90 miles per hour fastball, let alone 95, let alone 100, right? Very, 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 very bust out with the verse. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know about that one, right? It's very, very important when it comes to athletes. Did we have anybody who played sports on this call? Give me a two if you guys played sports on this call. What sport did you guys play growing up? Yo, this coffee is busting right now. I don't lie. Baseball. What sports you guys play? Football, boxing, soccer, and basketball. Basketball and soccer. I mean, all those sports require a lot of time put in, right? I mean, soccer and basketball, I feel like those require the most accurate soccer, baseball, and baseball for sure require the most accurate hand-eye coordination and the most attention to detail. Because if you're gonna try to make a basket, a ball in a basket over and over and over again, guys, you need the reps. You think Steph Curry can just like shoot a shot and it's just like in? No, bro. You know how many shots he takes a day? You know how many shots he takes a week? You know how many shots he takes a month? Guys, do you guys ever calculate the opportunities a professional athlete? Guys, field goals when it comes to shots, right? Shots taken per game. Steph Curry probably averages about 20, 25, about 15 to 25 shots a game. Shots a game, guys. You know how many shots he takes a month? Each practice, Steph Curry probably shoots the ball 1,000 times. Not just shoots it and okay, no, shoots and makes 1,000 makes. Steph Curry shoots the ball 1,000 times and makes the ball 1,000 times. So when it's time for a game day, when he shoots the ball 25 times or less, don't you think he feels ready and prepared? Wouldn't you feel ready and prepared? I take this same aspect because I used to play baseball. Again, it's hard to hit a baseball coming at you at 90, 95 miles an hour. You need to be accurate. Your hand-eye coordination, the way your eyes see the baseball, you always consistently need to see a pitch being thrown to you and you consistently need to be working with your swing, right? I take the same approach to trading. You consistently need to be back testing, so you can consistently be practicing your swing, right? That's understanding the setup, understanding the confirmations. You need to see the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So when it's time for game day, you feel prepared. Do you guys ever look at the chart and be like, yo, honestly, I might have taken like 5 or 6 trades this week, but honestly, there was like one that was like high probability. Who thinks that, guys? Has that ever crossed anybody's head before? That's the importance of backtesting. Understanding which setup is the higher probability setup and which ones aren't. You guys are practicing on live setups. Unfortunately, you're taking these 5 losses because you didn't practice these 5 times when the markets were closed. Does that make sense? So I feel like for me, each loss you take in the field is the loss that you should have taken when you practiced. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Am I preaching right now? I never talk about psychology. I feel like for me, I don't want to talk about that. Charts, confirmations, listen to the chart. Give me a 2 if I'm making sense right now, guys. Give me some. And for me, guys, after that, it's really about confirmations, guys. Focus on learning your strategy, whether it's levels or smart money. Focus on learning your strategy. Very, 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 very important. Understand it inside and out. If you guys need the help, contact me. Hit me up. Hit me up. If it's smart money, we have a ton of educators and a ton of people in Powerhouse who can help you and are more than willing to help you. I promise you. My bad being late. Was looking forward to fireworks, but I'm here now, ready to take notes. Let's get it. Right? We have a ton of people who are more than willing to help you. Not only, obviously, I can help you with levels, but we have a ton of people within Powerhouse that I know that can help you as well, right? That are probably in your city, right? So understand your strategy and rep it over and over and over again until you're like, bro, even if I take a loss, I can see my account growing. And there's a section inside of TradingView, right? Use it, guys. Don't just mark up the chart and play it and watch the market. Do not do that. You're not going to be getting every benefit from the back testing. You will not be getting any benefit. Like you won't be getting all the benefits from back testing. Let me tell you what I mean. When we go to TradingView, I have an itch in my throat. Gosh darn it. When we go to TradingView, right, there's a tab right here. Replay mode. Let's see if I can drop down a bit lower. I know I want to take sales in this area. Was looking at this this area to sell a dollar, or see the dollar continue dropping. Now look, as I play this out, we're gonna obviously see structure. Let's play this back again one more time. Guys, use this. The sell and the buy button. Use that. I'm not sure how it calculates. You can mess with this because we don't actually have an account size to calculate this. It's just actually letting you leverage, wildly. So just make sure you guys leverage correctly. So we can mess around with this real quick. We'll just keep it at 500 to see what the leverage would be, and we'll sell the market. Right? Obviously, that's a shading entry. We want to enter up here, but that's okay. Notice how you can move your stop loss, and it'll tell you, okay, 500 would be $120 risk. So maybe normally, let's go ahead and shorten that up. Let's just do 100. Solid. You know, especially if your account, depending on what you're practicing with, um, doesn't let you risk that high. You know, this is something that I would be comfortable risking on a regular basis. If that's something you're comfortable risking on a regular basis, then lower the lot size and trade with it the right way, right? But notice when you're selling the market, you're going to see the numbers change from positive to negative. Guys, you want to see this. You want to see the numbers go in your favor and go against you. You want to see the markets hit your take profits, hit your partials, hit your break evens, and you need to adjust and act accordingly. Give me a 5 if that makes sense. Because if you do not, you will not be getting any, you won't be getting the max benefit from backtesting. If you're just watching it, you're not getting the max benefit. You need to feel everything. You need to feel the negative. You need to feel the losses. You need to be embarrassed and humiliated a little bit so you can go ahead, bounce back the right way, and watch your account grow. Right? Solid. For me, I would have already partialed out. So I'm going to go ahead, close out 25. I'm going to buy it because I sold it. Now I have $7 in my account. Let's go, baby. Heck yeah. Let's play it out. Let's see if the market continues to drop. If it goes inside of here and gives me my 1 to 2, because obviously my shady entry, I'll go ahead and move my stop loss to break even. This is how I'm doing it now. 1 to 1, I partial. 1 to 2, I'm breaking even. Now I'm at a risk-free trade. I can see my account growing. I am adapting and moving with the market. Give me a 2 if this is making sense, guys. Give me a 2 if this is making sense. Oh, I should have kept that right there too. Let me show you that as well. Let me show you that as well. And this is another thing, another reason why I like it. Right? Let's just put this the way it was. Okay, cool. We'll play it out. We'll double time it. We'll go crazy. It'll tell you your win rate, which I think is actually pretty fire because obviously, you know, talking to somebody about trading or getting better, or someone telling you, hey man, you know, you're taking a couple losses, you know, you need to go ahead and bounce back and get in the trenches, you know, your win rate's a little low, whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's hard to hear those things from somebody else, let alone being open for criticism, right? When you trade and you use this, it'll tell you, hey, your profit in cash, right? That's right here. What I profited over trading time after time, right? My win rate and my best trade. So it'll tell you if you've been taking losses, it's gonna tell you, yo, you 35%, son. You ain't Himothy yet. You ain't him yet. You ain't her. You need to go back to the drawing board. You're doing something wrong. You know, let's go back to the go lives. Let's go back to asking questions. Let's go back to the one-on-ones. Let's get better. So when we come back to back testing next week, we bump up from 35 maybe to 45. And in my eyes, that is great. That is great. And what do? We rinse and repeat. If you're seeing progress by doing the right things, right? By asking for help, hopping on the go lives, asking the questions, hopping on these Zooms, right? And you're getting better and you're constantly seeing your win rate improve at least 5 to 10% a week or a month, guys, that is good. Once you're around 60 to 80%, like, bro, like you're making some money. You just have to pull out. You're making money from the charts. Pull out of the account. Does that make sense? Give me a 2 if that makes sense, guys. You don't need to be 100% trader, bro. You don't need to be a 90% trader. You don't need to be an 80% win rate trader, bro. You need to be at least around, in my opinion, to make it a bit more comfortable for you, around 60 to 70, right? And I've even seen people make money being like 30 to 40, but it's just not doing it the right way, right? Over leveraged, They hit big, they take out, and then rinse and repeat. That's not what we do here, right? We stay disciplined. Okay, we stay disciplined. But in my opinion, yeah, around 60 to 70, all you need. Have some good trades, have a good trading week, pull out, reinvest, put some money here, put some money there, go buy yourself a shoe, go buy yourself some earrings, nice little hat. Feel what that feels like. Go give yourself a little oil change, buy some new tires real quick. I'm saying that because I need to go get myself a front left tire. I got my priorities on Monday, baby. Gotta do some adulting. But things like that. You know what I mean? Go pay your Spotify. Go pay your gym membership. Guys, you don't need to make $1,000 a week to be profitable. Excuse me. You don't need to make $1,000 a week to be profitable. You don't. I don't know whoever put that in your head, but you do not. Right? If you're taking money from the market, that's a $7.7 trillion market per day, and you're taking some money from that, bro, in my opinion, you're already doing what 99% of people are not doing. You're him. No matter how much it is. It can be $20 a day, $20 a week. Bro, that adds up. That adds up, in my opinion. Right? That adds up. So make sure you guys stay consistent. When you're seeing progress and you're seeing that snowball effect and you're seeing the compounding happen, guys, you need to stay on your shit. Stay on what's been giving you the progress. Stop over leveraging. If you've been disciplined to test trading and then taking confirmation trades and you've been slowly seeing the compounding happen, continue to do that. Stop feeling overconfident because you're seeing your account grow that way. And then all of a sudden you're over leveraging, just killing your account, taking 5 steps back when you're taking 10 steps forward. Right? Like for no reason. So that's my take on psychology today. So yeah, with that being said, guys, you have to focus on strategy and back testing. That'll take you a long way. Trust me. Now, when it comes to, I believe the other one was, let's see. Got you. Let me see. Where will we at? Okay, we got here. Got you, got you. Trade management. Okay, trade management. Um, if you can go over bigger time frame to the 15-minute. Okay, so top down and then trade management. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So Daniel, give me a pair to trade, bro. Give me a pair to look at. What pair do you want me to look at real quick? USD JPY. Okay, got you. Let's go ahead and go to UJ. Actually, let's go to UJ on another chart. All right. So this is what the market looks like on the 15-minute, right? 1 hour time frame. Let's see, let's refresh. Let's take this off too. Refresh. Okay. This is the 1 hour time frame. And if we jump down to the 15-minute, this is what the market gives us right here. Okay. So, guys, it's very, 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 very important that we jump up to the highest time frame possible so we can get the bigger picture. Each time frame is going to give us a different picture. Okay. Now, check it out. We can see in this area that the market is what, in an uptrend or in a downtrend, guys? Market in an uptrend or downtrend? In an uptrend. So what is the market buying up to? What is the market buying up to? Right? So I can see here that it looks like market just swept liquidity. Had just swept liquidity. Barely. But other than that, I would be thinking the market wants to come up here somewhere. So don't ever think that the market, you only have to look right here, guys. Jump up to a higher time frame and look left. Look left. What is the market going up to? Right. So let's go over here real quick. So we can see that the market is right here. Let's just follow the order. This was a BOS. This zone was already taken right here. This is a BOS. This is my starting point. This zone was taken right here and right here. So these zones are already in use. I would say that the market wants to come for something higher, right? Which will take some time, right? Definitely will take some time. There's probably something in here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and drop to the higher time frame. Our lower time frame, one time frame lower. And it looks like there's this as well. And because the candles are kind of choppy, I'm just going to use this whole area. Jump back up to the monthly. Okay. All right. So now we have some possible sell zones that the market is trying to buy up to. Okay. Now, with that being said, if the market wants to continue going higher, right? The market wants to continue going higher. Usually there is some type of pullback. And then the market wants to go ahead and then continue, right? So if the market does want to go ahead and pull back, what is the market going to pull back to? Right? Look at this, guys. Higher high, higher low, higher high. You're probably thinking, why would that be the low? Guys, look at this. Notice how this is the high, higher high, higher low. I guess this would be the low. This is the lowest low in this area. Lower low, and then the market creates internal market structure. But this is the lowest low in that area, and then the market continues going higher. But notice this, we have a break of structure to the upside. BOS. So let's go ahead, zoom in, find our starting point. Awesome. Awesome. So we have higher time frames, possible sell zone way up here, possible buy zone way down here. Now it does look like the market wants to start shifting a little bit, and that's okay. Even though on the monthly, the market isn't an uptrend, guys, the market can still pull back, right? Market can still pull back and set us up and then continue going to the upside, right? So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the lower time frame. Let's go one time frame down. So this is what I'm seeing, right? Notice how we had a break of structure to the upside. Market gives me the BOS. Market gives me another BOS. And then we finally get this change of direction. Right? So what opportunity do you guys see when you guys see a break of structure followed by a change of direction? Right? Because there's two. But what do you see? What do you see when you see this, guys? Do you see a starting point or do you see a left shoulder? I see a left shoulder as well. That's when my eyes are drawn to. Notice how the market taps into that area and then we get a massive drop. Guys, I know somebody's like, bro, this stop loss is way too big. I would never take that. Did it hit take profit? Did it hit your 1 to 3? Never be afraid of how big a stop loss is, guys. If you can see a setup opportunity and it follows your rules and confirmations, take the opportunity, put the stop loss where it should be, have the good money management where it should be, right? But now let's go ahead and we'll take a look at this. Money management wise, right, Shawnee? This is for you. It's for everybody, money management wise. For me, I've been switching it up. I've been back testing a lot lately, And I used to, right? This is my old pattern, my old self. We all need to evolve. I used to break even at 1-to-1, and I used to take partials at 1-to-2. And then obviously 1-to-3 would TP out, or you can let the rest ride. If you're someone who likes to swing like myself, I do like to have partials where my TP3 would be as well, and then let the rest ride with the small lot. But most people are just TPing there. Okay. But I noticed that sometimes the market would go ahead, hit my stop loss, and understand, look at the structure, guys. The most important thing is you focus on structure. Notice how we have a high and then we have a pullback here. Market gives me an entry. Market will sometimes mess around in this zone where my break even is and where I need my change of direction. And you know what I do? Because the market hit my break even, I move my stop loss to break even. And then what happens? The market goes in a bit higher and then goes my way. I don't want to do that anymore. I always tell you guys you can eliminate some things and make trading a bit easier. For me, this makes trading a bit easier. So what do I do now? I switch it. I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm going to go ahead and just leave it like that. It is what it is. Right? I switch it. So as the market gives me an entry and hits my partial zone, I'm taking money off the playing field right away. So let's just say I'm up $50. I take 25 off the playing field, and now my risk is $25, right? Because if I'm at 1-to-1 and I am up $50, that also means that I risk $50. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. So if I take half the profit off the playing field, that means that also cuts my loss in half. Give me a 2, give me a 5 if that makes sense. If I take half my profit off the playing field, that also cuts my loss in half. Because if I was originally risking 50 and I cut it in half, now I'm risking 25. But if I take 25 off the playing field and I leave 25 at risk, and if the market goes and hits my partial, I take 25, then the market hits my stop loss, you know what happens? As I pretty much give that money back to the market and we break even. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. Give me a question mark if you're confused. Guys, it's okay. Do not be shy. There's only 11 of you guys on here. This would be a fire session call. Like, if you guys are confused, it's okay. Right? I'll go ahead and explain that again one more time for you guys. My original risk is $50. Right? $50 risk. Where's my money sign? $50 risk. Right? Now, if the market goes my way, gives me an entry, and then hits 1-to-1, right now, at 1-to-1, I'm also $50 profit. Give me a 5 if you're with me right now. Because the market hit my 1-to-1, I'm at $50 profit. So what do I do? Because it says partial, I automatically, I'm going to go ahead and put this over here because this is my profit area. I'm going to go ahead and take 25 off the playing field and put 25 in my account. Boom. And what does that do? Cut my risk in half and also leaves it at 25. Okay. Are we all together right now? We all together. Let's go. So now if the market wants to be toxic and then hits my stop loss, all that does is cancel that out. And I pretty much give the money back that I took from the market. And that is my break even. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. So I've been practicing that for the last month. And that has been working back testing. And that has been working with the live trading. Right? Now, as soon as the market hits my partial, I obviously partial and do what I got to do. And then as soon as the market hits my break even, I break even, move my stop loss. You can also partial here as well if you choose to, right? If you choose to. And after that, you obviously just let the market do its thing. Okay.
What?
What's up, bro? What's up? What's up?
Okay, so you said that you take partials, right?
Yeah.
So after your partial, if you like the way that price action is printing and you see that the market is moving aggressively in your direction, do you feel confident enough to add another position?
Yes, I like to add another position for sure. Correct.
Could
Yeah.
you draw it up and like kind of show me what you like when it goes to like what you're looking for a reentry?
Honestly, bro, I keep it very, very simple. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, okay. Right. Because you already know, but sometimes we need to hear it again. Right. I want to see the same thing. Break structure, BOS. If the market gives me a change of direction, bro, that's damn near 99.99 everything I need to see. The extra 0.9 or 0.1, I guess, would be a little bit of an equal low. A little bit. It doesn't need to consolidate a whole lot. Does not need to consolidate. If I can see an equal, just a slight equal low, a slight little trend line, right? And the market comes back up, I love that. Or if the market is giving me equal lows here, love that. That way we can go ahead and target that in the future. Oops, shit. Target that in the future. Does that make sense? I keep it very simple, bro. Even with like when it's going with the trend, like I don't even need to see a whole lot of consolidation, to be honest. Because if the market wants to continue trend, like I already know the market wants to go higher. If the market's been bullish for the last month, why do I want to see consolidation? Give me the structure. All I need to see technically is a BOS to the downside and a change of direction, especially if we've been in a bullish state for a while, right? In a while, why do I want to? I mean, I can see consolidation for extra confirmation, right? But if I already know I'm bullish, all I want to see is a BOS for a liquidity sweep, right? I know you trade for more smart money, so I'll put it in your lingo. I want to see a liquidity sweep, and I want to see a change of direction to the upside, letting me know that the market was taken care of after we got this BOS. Does that make sense, bro?
Yeah,
And
it does.
I know
I
you're a big.
think
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think my problem was when I try to look for that reentry, I'm wanting it to hold a little bit longer down there, and then it just leaves without me, and I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, and that's why for me too, I would back test that, and I would be like, "Yo, like the market's leaving without me. How can I make this a bit more simpler?" And for me, if I already know the market wants to continue the trend, I can eliminate this because a lot of the time I mean, I'm just gonna like keep it simple for myself. Like these guys just want to participate, and if that happens, then okay, cool. I can go ahead and have a target in the future. But I don't mind seeing this at all. I don't mind seeing the market give me that change of direction, come back and continue, especially when we're in the trend. Now, if it's a counter trend, right? If you're trying to catch this sell here to this buy here, then yes, I want to see that, right? I want to see the incentive to go lower. I want to see this. It's going to be big. I wanted to make it small, but let's see. I want to see the head, and I want to see the market hold a little bit in the counter trend. That way, when the market does come back up, I have an incentive to attack these lows and go to these buys. Does that make sense? So for me, I don't counter trend a whole lot, so I don't have to worry about this. But for people that do like to counter trend, that's very, very important. If you're counter trending, you want to see a little bit of liquidity. That way, that can give you more an incentive that the market does want to attack these lows, but also come into your buy zone. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. But if I'm trending, bro, I mean, bro, you're just making me wait at this point. You know what I mean? Like you're just making me wait, dog. Shit. I want to get into these opportunities. So I hope that answered your question with that, Austin. All right. Oh, snap. Let's go back to this setup right here. 1-to-1. Appreciate you. This is my partial zone. 1-to-2. 1-to-3. All right, so let's take a look. Market's on the way. Now, let's go ahead and cover this first, and then we'll drop to the 15 for you, Daniel. Just so we can keep things as simple as possible. So as of right now, I'm already inside of this trade. Right? I'm already inside the trade. Market has already hit my entry. Hasn't touched my partial. Okay, the market's touched my partial zone. I can go ahead and I should have actually played this on. Let's play it. So now we can see the numbers move, right? Now we can see the numbers move now. Let's take a look. Market hasn't hit my partial. Let's take a look. Okay, the market's in there now. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead. I was selling, so I'm gonna buy it. Now I have 266 in my account. Let's take a look. Let's keep going. Oh, this should actually be a break even. So let's move that real quick, adjust that so you guys can have a visual. Now, market hit my break even. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop loss to break even, right? Move my stop loss to break even. And then I like to partial again. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out another 25. All right, let's see. Is it 25 or 50? Quantity. Let's see. All right. Boom. So that's how we manage a trade. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, guys. Because there's probably a lot of you that's like, that's it. Like, you don't have to do more. Guys, stop micromanaging your trades. You guys, the more you guys micromanage your trades, the more you guys are going to close early on good trades. Who closes early on good trades, guys? Give me a 1 if you close early on good trades. And you're like, bro, if I would have kept my trade open, I would have hit a fire 1-to-5 or a fire 1-to-6, or maybe even just a 1-to-3. But you close that 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 or even at break even because you're scared. Guys, that is it. We find the best thing we can do as traders is find opportunities based off of structure and trend. Find your zones. Know where your entry goes. Know where your stop loss goes. and where your take profit goes. And obviously your partial and your break evens in between. That's all we have control over. So when the market hits your zone, you don't even need a notification, bro. I mean, other than like an alert to like put you in. But for me, like if I've been waiting for this for the last like 161 days, like bro, as soon as the market is like right here, I'm already sending a pending limit. I like to set pending limits personally, right? And you'll be notified as soon as the market touches your entry. So what do? You put an alert right here. That way you can be notified when you get stopped out. And then you can put an alert right here so you can be notified when it's time to partial out. I mean, honestly, you don't even need an alert for to be stopped out because you'll be notified by the app. So, you know what I mean? So that's all we can do, guys. There is no like special gem or like special sauce. Find your entries, put alerts at 1-to-1s and 1-to-2s so you can make the proper decisions. Give me an 8 if that makes sense, guys. There is no special. There's nothing more than that, right? Back test, get reps, not only in the setups, but in this as well. That's why I'm saying back testing is so important, because if you don't use these tools here, then you're not going to feel the full experience of emotion, risk management, risk to reward, making the proper decisions, controlling your emotions, so on and so forth. Okay. Now let's see if we can go ahead and drop down and find a 15-minute entry for Daniel. I'm not sure because I don't trade USD JPY personally. We did call this out, but I personally didn't trade it because I don't trade USD JPY. But let's just take a look. All right, let's back test this. No. Right. So as of right now, we're still doing top-down analysis. As of right now, guys, this is my closest breakage structure, and this is my starting point. Right? Huge. At this point, my change of direction is here. Right? So Nate, I need a change of direction for sell opportunities. Okay. Let's drop down time frame by time frame. Don't go from the monthly down to the 4-hour. Don't go from the weekly down to the 15-minute. Go time frame by time frame. So now we can see our starting point is actually right here. And then as we get closer, we're getting closer to price. We can see we have a breaker structure here. Let's click it one more time. Let's see if we can get that. I feel like this would be more of a liquidity sweep. Let's see, does it break structure? I mean, I would like the wick. I'm just going to call this a liquidity sweep. Now, we don't have a starting point on this area because we don't have a BOS. But as of right now, if I was looking to take this as a head and shoulder, right, this would be my change of direction. Left shoulder, neckline, head, change of direction, look for sell opportunities, sell the market to my next buy area. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Right? So let's drop down to the 4-hour and see if we could find something even better. Okay, cool. So right here, we do have a break of structure, right? That's awesome. Nice and clean, nice and crispy. I like that. BOS. At this point, my starting point is here. My change of direction would be here. Okay. Now, let's drop down to the 1-hour time frame. Now, this is where I feel like a lot of people get confused, because then you want to start dabbling into structure like this. And I feel like this is where people get caught. Right? So keep in mind, if you've already found your dominant high, well, let's take this off. If you've already found a dominant high and a dominant low, and you know you need for this to get broken and close below for more of a confirmation, guys, use that. Okay, use that. But let's just take a look and see as we continue to drop down if we can see structure. Because as we drop down, this is where we get more advanced, right? If you get more confused, if you've been getting confused with lower time frame, it's okay. It's not for you just yet, and that is fine. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit. So we can see we have the breakout here. Nice breakout. The starting point to that breakout is this. But then we get another starting point here. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, right? And this is what we want to focus on if we're focused on reversals. Why? Who can tell me why this is the high we want to focus on if we're focused on reversals? Anybody know?
Ask that again.
Why is this the BOS we want to focus on for reversals? Because
That's the last starting point that pushed us into that zone, right?
yes, correct. Let's go, Shawnee. We have the closest higher high, higher low. This is the closest pullback, the closest starting point that gave us that previous this next BOS. Now that we're already in our zone, we want to change direction right here. If we're looking for sales off this higher time frame zone, we need this change of direction. Okay, so let's see if we can get that. Boom. Now check it out. The market did respect this zone a little bit. I mean, not every zone is going to get the massive respect. Did give some pips, but now it's starting to disrespect. But honestly, that's exactly what we wanted. We want this to get disrespected because we're looking for sells now. Okay. If the market wasn't going to sell, most likely this would have been respected and then we would be going a lot higher. Okay. So let's take a look. See, the market's holding. Okay. Gave that nice break and close below. Awesome. But now what did the market give us? The change of direction. That's exactly what we want to see. Now we have the starting point for that right here. We'll go ahead and delete this for the visual. We have the starting point for this change of direction here. And we also have the left shoulder right there. My stop loss would go above this high. I know for the 15-minute, a lot of people will put their stop loss right here. I'm not saying you can't, but because of lower time frame and with structure, I mean, you're pretty much putting your stop loss where the next entry goes. So you just got to be mindful of that. And again, this may look like a big ass setup, but if you're taking the starting point, that's your stop loss with the minimum 1 to 3 years to award. Okay, that's the setup. If you're focused on the right shoulder, then this is your setup. Doesn't matter which one you like to take, right? Doesn't matter which one you take. You just got to pick one and take it. Okay, let's take a look. And the market hits the stop loss. That's crazy. I mean, it happens, right? So now look, if that's really, I mean, that's really what happened. So when that happens, you have to stay fresh. BOS, I need my change of direction line. These obviously didn't hit it, work out. So let's see if we can get the new zone. Consolidation. We might even get one more spike up before the market comes back in. This whole thing could actually be consolidation right here, to be honest. So let's take a look. Let's actually make this back real quick. See if we can get that spike up to the upside. No, not. Let's see. Okay, cool. So now that we just swept liquidity, right? Again, we got caught. And this is the thing, guys, that I don't really like about lower time frames is it's going to entice you to jump in early. I'm honestly glad that this was on live and we recorded this because sometimes it's going to go ahead and entice you to come in early, right? Obviously, we hit stop loss. And then what happens after that? What happens after that, guys? What happens after that, guys? Let's go. Talk to me. After it entices us, it builds consolidation. Wow. That's wild, right? That's why for me, I don't really like to look at the lower time frames because sometimes I get enticed. It is what it is, right? It happens. Now let's take a look. This is my liquidity sweep. Could probably even call it here, right? But I can see a lot of liquidity being hanging out right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that my BOS. Then my change of direction line to be safe would be here. To be safe would be there. If you want to play a bit more aggressive, you can go ahead and put it right here. So let's take a look. I like to put it here, especially for lower time frames. Even on higher time frames, I just like to be like on the actual lows. I don't really like to put my change of direction line on the inner structure, to be honest. Let's take a look. Do we spike up one more time? Let's see. Do we change direction? Okay, we changed direction. Cool. Awesome. Now for me, my left shoulder would be somewhere right here with my stop loss at the high. Let's see if it gives us that. It might not, but let's see if it gives us that. And that's also another thing to take into consideration, guys, is just because you drop down to a lower time frame does not mean it's going to actually give you the re-entry that you're looking for swing opportunities, right? Just keep that in mind. Okay. Now let's take a look if we can get that. That would be great if we could. Give me that. Give me that. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we should take this. Let's actually go back. We should take this. We should take this. We'll go ahead and throw 100 down on it. We'll go ahead and sell it. I know we didn't get the best entry because of the backtesting play. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, let's go ahead. We'll just fix the entry. Put it at 1 to 1. We'll go ahead and take partials here. Take partials. My break even. And then my 1 to 3. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and delete this for the visual because we did get this. Let's just go ahead and confirm. Awesome. All right, cool, guys. So we're in this trade at this point. Now let's take a look. Awesome. We just hit partial zone. So I'm gonna go ahead, close half out. I was selling, so I'm gonna buy. Anytime you partial in the backtesting feature, if you're selling, just if you want to partial out, just eliminate what you were risking at first and then do the opposite. So since I'm selling, I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Now you can see I'm up $21 and I still have not moved my stop loss to break even yet. Because look, what if the market does this? Look at, go in there, go hit my break even. It's okay. Go in my entry. It's okay. Look at, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it hits my stop loss. I actually want it to because I think I'll be on profit no matter what, like a couple dollars. And if it does, okay, even better. Let's see if it continues down now. Let's see. Okay, now look, I'm still up $2.80. Right? So even though I did what I was supposed to do, I gave some money back, right? But now I still ended up break even with a couple dollars. It is what it is. Does that make sense, guys? Now let's go ahead. Obviously, we're looking to continue this trend. This is my BOS. this would be my change of direction. Let's see if the market can give us something. If we're looking for swings, guys, it's not going to be easy. This is how you got to do it. You're going to have to take opportunities and see if the market's going to give it to you. This is my BOS. This is my starting point here. And then my shoulder here. So let's take a look. Let's move this to 100. If that's the move, I'm gonna be so hot, bro. Okay, let's go ahead and take some sells. I'll go ahead and just put a tight stop loss because I'm gonna put if it goes and hits my right shoulder, I'll just enter again. And let's go ahead and continue. Let's see, it's playing around in that zone. I can definitely see it coming into my right shoulder to continue sales. But let's take a look, because just because I want it to happen or just because I could see it happening does not mean it's actually going to happen, right? I'm now at 1-to-1. Notice how it's about my area, right? I'm gonna go ahead and partial out. I was selling, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Now let's just see what's going on here. See if we can get that 1-to-2 action. Let's see if is that 1-to-2. See if we can get this 1-to-2 action. Okay, damn near 1-to-2. I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop loss to break even. So now this trade is actually risk free, right? At the end of the day, I should be keeping this money now, right? If the market does go higher, I know exactly where I want to enter again, so we can go ahead and take these sells. Give me a 5 if this is making sense, guys. Give me a 5 if this is making sense. Let's take a look. Cool. Risk-free trade. I'm still up. I'm not even mad. I can't even be mad. Like I'm chilling. You know, it is what it is. If I can catch this, that'll be great. Does it mean I will? Nope. I hope so. Oh, that's manipulation like a mug. Let's see if it goes down now. Consolidation. Let's see if we can get some action. Let's see if it shows us some love. Ooh, let's see. Liquidity sweep. Let's see if we can change direction. Let's see if that's the move. Let's see if that's the move, huh? Nope. Awesome. Take a look. See if we can get this. Oh my gosh. If this right shoulder is a smacker, bro, that'd be crazy. A lot of consolidation, though, for sure. It's exactly what we want to see, guys. It's exactly what we want to see. A lot of liquidity to the downside, letting me know that the market definitely wants to continue down. Might just take a while. It's okay. We don't know exactly when it'll happen, right? Oh, look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy, big dog. Let's see if we go up one more time frame. Let's see if that widens out. Nope. Nope. It happens. Nothing we can do. Just because we're being patient and we're doing all the right things, guys, does not mean the market has to owe us anything. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. But were we correct on our bias, though? Hey, sometimes you just gotta tip your cap and be like, you know what, bro? I know you saw me coming. I know you saw me coming. I was waiting patiently. You saw me ready to take you out. That's foul what you did. I'm gonna be ready for the next time. Guys, just stick to your rules and you'll be okay. This happens no matter what strategy you take, whether it's smart money, whatever the case may be. Guys, being missed by a couple pips will happen to you. As long as you're right and whatever you were looking for was on point and the market went your way, hey, That is great. Take that as a win, even though you don't see the number in your account. Okay? Take that as a win, even if you don't see the number in your account, right? Fire call, guys, in my opinion. Thank you for participating. I appreciate you guys for hopping on the 4th of July. I know a lot of you guys are probably on a call probably on a call with family. You guys are probably kicking it in the next room with family, so I appreciate you guys for hopping on. Thanks for asking the questions. For those who asked the questions, I hope I answered them. It really just takes patience and keeping your emotions under control, understanding the bias, understanding the rules, and just taking these opportunities as they come. If you still feel emotional, if you still feel attached, if you still feel like the market's in control and you're not, guys, you need to backtest. You need to shake out all those negative thoughts and focus on what you need to focus on the charts. And just, you need to see yourself clap these markets, bro. You need to take some L's, and then you need to bounce back, and then you need to just continue to clap these markets, bro. The more, I promise you guys, the more you guys take L's, you start back testing. Everybody's gonna take L's, guys. I don't expect any of you to just back test and just be like, you know what? I'm him. I'm him, Vinny. I'm him, baby. I don't expect that. To back test for the first time, legitly, I don't expect none of you guys to be 80%. I don't expect none of you guys to have $10,000 in your trading account. I don't expect nothing. I expect a couple losses. That's okay. Bounce back. We bounce back, guys. Right? So with that being said, fireworks are going off right now. I'm about to hang out with the family, most likely, do what it does. Get a little, pop a little top open real quick. You know how I get down. But I hope you guys have a great, safe night. If you guys are driving or if you guys are drinking, hit up a DD, hit up Uber. Your life is worth it, right? Do not risk your life. Go have fun. Go have some laughs. Go drink some beers and have some memories. I will see you guys on Monday. Love you guys.